Seven. Hey, hi, Lena. Curly was awake at 3 a.m. This stream was supposed to be at a reasonable hour, and then I got caught up in watching crossover collab stream. But then I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait until dinner happens. Dinner happened at like 8:45 p.m. I just, it's just an RNG check sometimes. Girl who wonders what's for dinner. Hold on, timer. Girl who is King Harkinian. Is this anything? It is kind of annoying that like right after I have dinner, I like start getting a headache when I didn't have a headache like the entire rest of the day. But it's like fine. It's chill. That headache you keep around because it's chill. Girl who was going to bed. Girl who actually made a good decision for once. Shockingly, I didn't even know you could do such a thing. Everyone calls you bad decision Bailey, Luna. That's what we all call you behind your back. Girl who is not going to sleep. This beat is so fucking good. How did he do this? How is this beat real? I mean, the song is good, but this beat is like. Why did I make that noise like twice over entirely unrelated emotions? What am I doing, man? Creative writing is like awesome though when you're like doing it out of love of the game, but doing it in a school setting when it's not like what you're going to school for just makes you like die instantly. I think I'm like decent at it. Whatever I do, I end up doing it. I just don't do it of my own accord that much. That's kind of beast mode actually. I almost just shot like instinctively. I think I'll start doing like full stereotypes after this. I do hope I can get this over with quickly today so that I can like get the low hit attempt in. I did not deserve to survive that like a set of ending pellets. What was that, like, third attempt or something? I think it was like my second attempt past phase 1 in practice. But there we go. 15 segment, not 14 segment, 15 segment, but that feels very replicable. That feels like a very replicable, very, like, I feel like I could do that fight consistently, which is, like, way, way more than I thought I was going to be saying, like, even a week ago. But that's big. That's very, very big. You'll love to see it. Also, I have like a definitive segment count now, which is nice. That was kind of like a textbook phase 3, honestly. Besides the fucking the whatever I was doing on that one set of dashes. I was kind of like fumbling around there, but like besides that, that's like a pretty good like reference for what that fight is supposed to look like. Other humans to stream. You gotta let this 1 at 10 play out, though. You gotta let the 1 at 10 play out, and then mute after that. Surely. I forgot. That's a kind of like funny set of songs to get back to back. Sure. Sure. Most Def into Most Def into a fucking Beatles song, whatever. Anyway, 2x the Night Queen, 2x the Night Queen. Yeah, this playlist is just big, large, massive, huge, so it's like an amalgamation of like most most albums I've listened to in some capacity since like I just pressed a couple frames too late. Back to back phase 3 entry is good. That would just be delaying full jump a couple frames. That's a very good sign though. Place your bets for what the next song to roll is gonna be. My answer is Go Dumb Tonight by Lil B. Person who wins gets like 5 million nondescript currency. I psyched myself out. I just psyched myself out because of how bouncing was going, and I think the main thing that was messing with me there was like his like spacing relative to the corner. Dude, if I lose a Wily 6 attempt to the stage, I'm gonna be like, you're gonna see me on the news. You're gonna see me on the news if I throw a Wily 6 attempt to the stage. What a day when I have like good fight consistency. Let's see, did I hit a clip? Okay, this is probably funnier than Go Dumb Tonight would have been. I should listen to LRSM's new EP at some point. The album was pretty solid. It's kind of doing like a bunch of shit like all at once, maybe to a bit of a fault, but like generally it all works. And Revenge is like so fucking good. I would put Revenge on right now if it was like not like the least video game grind coded song in existence. You don't put that on when you're doing attempts. That's a really like weird way for Phase 2 to play out. Like why is it always doing that? That's what I want to figure out. And, like how do I like deal with it when that does happen? That's happened like twice in a row now. And that's a bit concerning. Even though I am like pretty good at Phase 3 today. I just hope it doesn't take too long to actually get the 14 segment. Judging by how quickly I got the like the boss today, I think it shouldn't take that long. I just gotta lock in on bouncing, I think. Maybe it's a reading thing, like I'm psyching myself out reading-wise. What was that? That was like the dodgiest like final up ever. And how did I get that? Me getting that one shot off like kind of freaked me out a bit. Okay, bouncing. I think the psyching myself out is starting to psych myself out. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to prevent yourself from getting psyched out, but You just like psych yourself out in the process of making the adjustment. 14 segment! Got it, got it. Yes, 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 I got the 14 segments! Nice! First, like, big thing of progress in, like, 21 hours? 21 hours? That's honestly faster than I expected to get it. Like, that's really good. The only one that, like, the only ones that took more than, like, a couple streams were, or what's it? Fucking 5 and 6? And 5 and 6 are both really hard. Like, this is a pretty good start, honestly. I think that honestly, I might have like highballed how hard this was gonna be. Like, it's still obviously gonna be my hardest video game accomplishment, but like, I was thinking I was gonna be here until 2028 or 2027 at least. I would think this was gonna take me years, but like, this doesn't even feel that like unviable. There's a part of me that thinks I could get like 3 or 4 segment on this by the end of the calendar year, which is like, that's crazy, isn't it? Okay, I'll let the credits play out, and then I'll do sheet stuff. Fishman. Okay. Yeah, credits have played out. Okay, where's the now I need to like think about like a proper route for this, I think. Or like what my route is gonna be more so. Where's the hit tracker thing? I'm not gonna have it on OBS, but I'm gonna have it for my own sake. Okay, there it is. No, it's not. It's not that. Where's like Clear Tonic's? Oh, it's no damage tracker. That's what it's called. Okay, I can't open it in fucking the search bar. I need to open the file location for some reason. Okay, create. I'm gonna like think over the. I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to think over the route. Okay, I think route is gonna be stone. Stone is like first primarily because of the stage, because I want to like not have to. I want to not have to like swap to like burst chaser movement in the middle of a run. I want to have. I just want to be able to like get the burst chaser out of the way immediately, and it's the second hardest fight of the game. Gemini, hardest fight of the game. Tornado third, probably. After that, Blade, and then I kind of don't really care about what comes after. What are like inconsistent fights after that? Actually, like Plug is a bit scary with nerves just because of the situations it can put you in, and so is Snake. And then Ring, and then actually, I think Ring is better to put. I think Play is better to put before Ring. I think Ring as last works. And then Wily. And I think I'll change my I'll change my splits to say that as well, like my live splits. Okay. Thanks, GG. Yeah, I got 14 segment. I'm gonna go for my first low hit, and then I might end the stream after that. Also, I gotta edit the split names now. Stone. Yeah, we really could. We really could be cheddar. It's awesome. Hi, Amsterdam. I got the 14 segment. In case you didn't see, I should probably edit title as well after I do the split names. Stake 6. I'll probably edit the That's kind of chill. That's kind of chill. I don't know what cheese I would be if I was to choose. I'd have to like think it over a bit. This route is probably gonna be like horrible, but like who cares? It's not like routing matters anyway because well, this is like a Buster only run. Also, I should probably swap playlists to the walk-in one. Maybe I should like have Dystopia be audible, so that when I upload this, I don't have to like deal with it being like muted audio. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do what I need to do now. Oh, there's a good amount of stuff I need to do. I forgot. Okay. Nope. Updated title, and now we can do like sheet stuff. Okay. Swap scenes. Segment count 14 segment. And take a goal. That feels good. That really does feel good. I still need to figure out a new goal to like replace the ones that are just straight up dupes with, because I'm stupid. I don't even know how they got duplicated. They're just duped for some reason. Back to the main. Oh. Not it's oh yeah. I misread that as you misreading it as like Subway Surfer specifically, and I was like, that's not what it was. But then I realized you didn't misread it like that. I don't know why I'm coughing. I guess we're just coughing today. Like it only started like after I had dinner. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Hold on. Now we can like swap playlists to a lock-in one, and then maybe see if we can get audio levels not being like shit, and have the playlist going alongside it like game audio, just so that the upload isn't like dead silence besides my voice. You know how it is. Sure, we're starting with that cover. Okay, let's try and get audio levels through those. Is 10 master audio gonna be fine? Way too loud. Five? Maybe I'll keep it on 4. 4 looks like a bit loud on OBS. I'll bump it down to 2. Maybe 1 actually is the play. That's way too faint. I think 2 is the play. If I can like move the slider to 2. Because for some reason, even though it shows you the exact number, you can't go into the box to like type a number. You literally have to use the slider. Or use the arrow keys. I forgot the arrow keys exist for menus like that. I might be stupid. Okay. I think we're ready. I'll also turn up Spotify audio by a bit. I think that's good. Audio levels are good and everything. Alright. I think I'll just go after the song ends. Heart. Girl who makes M to F transition jokes here. First thing that like vaguely resembles a proper attempt. I'm aware that that was directed at me. And the dream is dead. We're not one-tapping this. I am horrible right now. Do I just like abandon the thing of it being like a low hit attempt, or do I just like? I got hit to the first 2 enemies in the game, like individually. What am I doing? I think this might be the play for this, honestly, like these audio levels. Oh, also, thing I just noticed, my Spotify overlay was completely covering my health bar, which is like a very bad thing to be covering in a low hit attempt. I'm on like 2 hits right now. I have to physically keep it on this, like, I have to physically keep it maximized so that it'll actually update. Because if I minimize it, it just gets stuck. This is a horrible stone run. Jesus fucking Christ. They're calling her the worst burst chaser player ever. This is also why I want to get this, like, out of my... When people always say that's the play. Now, come on! Come on! Okay, lock in on stone fight. So are you! I think this might be the hardest, like, stage of the game to consistently no-hit. Okay. 4-hit all of them on the stage, not a thing you see very often in BM 1.2, but, like, happens. This is, like, gonna be a complete shit show, so, like, who cares? Yeah, yeah. I don't even know if that's, like, the word I would use, considering I'm in, like, you know, I'm, like, in the area nominally, but I'm more so in, like, the dead zone, like, near the area where, like, it's just complete endless void of nothingness. Yeah. I am functionally in Delaware, which is, like... That's functionally in Philly, but if you're in PA, like, functionally in Delaware, that's a very different thing than being, like, Delaware functionally in Philly by virtue of being in Delaware. You feel? Also, I'm not gonna split just so that it doesn't mess up the, like, the stats. Doesn't mess up the counting stats. Also, this is like a guinea pig test for the, this run is just a guinea pig for the route I just, like, cobbled together. Quite literally! The only, like, professional sports team I've, like, been to, like, the only, like, professional sports teams I've been to games of are, Union and fucking the Wilmington Blue Rocks. I'm not joking. That's gonna change soon, though. That's gonna change in, like, January. I didn't tell anyone about this, but, like, as a birthday present I got Sixers tickets. The game's in, like, late January. Yeah, it's kind of like, oh shit. Like, you know? I think it's gonna be my first time, like, actually paying attention to, like, a live sports event that I'm at, because, like, every other time I've been to, like, a sports game with family or something, I was just not fucking paying attention at all. It was just a thing my family was doing, and I happened to be there, not watching the game, like, at all. Or, like, kinda watching the game, but, like, I didn't know what was happening by virtue of not, like, caring about sports. You can, like, respawn this, right? You can just respawn the... Okay. Doesn't matter if you just outright die. We're on, like, 6 hits right now. Also, the deathless, like, E-Tankless run is dead. Yeah, it's like a... the latest possible thing ever doing a Metro Transit speedrun. I see how it is. White people in Metro systems, I guess. I like when trains go choo-choo. That's kind of beast mode, honestly. I've said something to this effect to the IOU, but, like, it was like the fucking... You want good, like, public transit infrastructure in the US because you have train autism. I have train autism because I want good public transit in the US. We are not the same. I should not be trying to, like, recite this while I'm doing the second hardest fight. Not the second hardest, third hardest fight in the game. Hardest fight in our early game. Girl who can't fucking speak right now. Way too close. 8 hit. I'm surprised that spread walk didn't hit me, honestly. Okay. 8 hits so far. 4 on Stone, 4 on Gemini. Who's the third of the round again? Tornado. Yeah, makes sense. World's most offbeat, starting to shoot to the music ever. Okay, yeah, you do that for that. That file enemy I forget the name of. Holy. My automatic response of to any absurdly long internet video is just like, that shit's the length of a Live Diaz movie, but that's literally longer than like any Live Diaz movie. So I can't even fucking make that joke because it's too big. Yeah, just kind of wait that one out. I think this might be the play, honestly, for like audio levels, because like I kind of like forget that I have the actual like game music playing a lot of the time during this. Like my focus is still directed towards what's playing on Spotify. This might be like a good way of like making sure that VODs aren't like completely fucking like awkwardly silent for like everything. Girl who repeats the same topics? But now I like actually have the experience of like playing with it for a bit. You know? It's different. It's totally different. No hit stage is good. Okay, no hit at least one stage. That's good. That's really good. 13 segment trust. We are lowering our segment count even further today. Yeah. This is... I didn't even consider it that way. That's kind of... Fuck, what's the opposite of W parallels? W fucking W perpendiculars. W perpendiculars. Fucking kill me, dude. W perpendiculars. I'm just gonna take your word for that. That's out of my wheelhouse. This is why you just do it without... This is just why you, like, non-negotiably do it with them. Just like, we are doing this, and then they're like, huh? And then it's just like... Like, that's that. Just, like, take them along with you. There's third on, especially on that where people post that lots of fake jam bands. That's kind of awesome, honestly. Recently, I think it's because I've been grinding this, but recently I've been in a phase where, like, any, like, Japanese, like, pseudo-English, I guess is how I would describe it. I'm instantly just like, that sounds like a Mega Man ROM hack subtitle. Like the fucking TGM subtitles. Those all sound like not like the Absolute, but like Terror Instinct and Absolute I would absolutely be the name of some Mega Man ROM hacks. Rockman Absolute High, Rockman Terror Instinct. Rockman Terror Instinct goes fucking crazy. Goes so crazy that I lost the no-hit on the stage. Okay, 9 hit so far. Nice, Blade Man no hit. Or the fight no hit. 1 hit on the stage. I think this round is like kind of fine so far, honestly. Maybe bump up like Flame a bit just because this fight is like kind of just a war of attrition. So doing a fight like that later in the run leads to like more nerves. I updated the like the current hits text, right? No, I don't. Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Plug, can I have 1 drug, please? Didn't you have another association with Plugman that wasn't even that? Or was this like the one association you had? And I'm just misremembering. Other who associates everything with Plugman? Despite, to my knowledge, not having... You haven't played a Mega Man game, right? Hell yeah. You haven't played any Mega Man? This will change in due time. I will make sure of it. Minus Infinity is your first Mega Man anything experience. Side note, don't do this. It was just a really funny thing to propose. That Force Beam just coming out like instantly is the funniest shit. In slightly, maybe more understandable terms, telling someone to pop Minus Infinity as their first Mega Man experience is like telling someone... Did I really just get hit with that Force Beam? Like, telling someone to play Minus Infinity as their first, like, Mega Man anything is like telling somebody to... Like, telling somebody who's, like, new to Minecraft as a whole to play, like, GTNH as their first Minecraft anything. You're just throwing them directly in the deep end. And it's just, like, funny to envision someone doing that. 10 hit. We get 10 hits. Low high. Low high. I misread it. I misremembered if it was like low high or high low because I was too busy fucking yapping. Low high. Mindmen.club. I'm gonna pretend I know why that's funny. Okay. 11 hit so far. I'm just like keeping track of this mentally and like jotting down in between stages, basically. Snake next. Oh, it's that. The all of my knowledge about 1.8 PvP is like... Bridge is 1.8, right? I was completely zoned out trying to answer that question. I zoned out so hard. I focused so hard on trying to say that I completely forgot to dodge that. Okay, my only 1.8 PvP knowledge is Nathan Bridge and, the, like, swarm of, like, 20, like, mid-2010s OSU players who all picked up the game because of, like, early 2010s NC PvP. Like, BDMC came from that, Arison came from that. I think someone else, like a notable top player? I'm forgetting who it was, though. BDMC and Arison are the ones that I, like, remember. Like, definitively came over from MC PvP. Related shower note, related, but, like, I had, like, a shower thought. Like, earlier today of, like, who is the best OSU player to, like, have peaked at, like, every rank? I'm gonna try and see if I can, like, remember what I had jotted down for it. 1 was Emrek because, like, obviously. 2 was Atrida. 3 was... Who did I have at number 3 again? Oh, yeah, I had Ryuka at number 3. 4 was, Xarius. 5 was... Who was 5 again? It was somebody who was, like, stupid fucking good. Oh, 5 was, I think, Azarite? It was a toss-up between Azarite or No Potato. I think I give the edge to Azarite overall. But yeah, you gotta... Girl who forgot to do this. Girl who is able to do it now. Girl who can rectify her past mistakes. I misremembered my strat, but, like, who cares? It worked. For what possible reason? What could have possibly led to this? I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it that that's amusing. I forgot that this is the stage where you have to go top route instead of bottom route on this sort of section. Jump too early? That must have been like a couple frames too early, jeez. A rectifier is an electrical device that can convert alternating current, parentheses, AC, which periodically reverses direction, to direct current, parentheses, DC, which flows in only one direction. Low-key a reference? Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. I don't even know who I picked up saying rectify from. It's the kind of thing that probably came from somewhere, but I just don't know where. There is, like, one, like, person or entity responsible for me saying rectify. Because it's, like, a word I say a lot more than, like, the average person. Failed referencing reference. Okay. Pause it. I don't know why I was expecting like a drastically better no-hit than this, or low-hit attempt. I probably should have expected something like this in all honesty. I don't know why I didn't. I'll do some memory refreshing once I get to attempt from start. Like for real, for real. Ah, my strat didn't work. Is that a better strat, actually? Just luring him off? Like, luring him away? That was, like, me- that just came from me, like, fucking up the actual strat I had, but that might genuinely be better. Holy. Also, this lets me get, like, a feel for how long it's gonna take to get his hubs going. This the way you go down the ladder? Yeah, you go down the ladder. This song is so good. That room is scary for no reason, even though it's not hard at all. It's just fear bait. I think cannons in this game are just generally like a fear bait. They're even not even like a single enemy type. Just any cannon enemy in this game is fear bait. No hit flame so far, which is good. About to be like, I've only been playing for 20 minutes, and then I remembered this is... my live split doesn't just mean how much time I've played this session anymore. The CP is so good. I think it might... For a while, it might have been my favorite, like, studio work of his. Maybe it still is, honestly. To be fair, his studio output is just, like, all hydrogen bombs, so, like... You know? But I think this might be, like, my favorite kind of, like... Mainly because of how it's, like, in conversation with... See the Next Part of the Dream, even though it's, like, the B-side album. Like, it feels like... It doesn't just feel like scrapped, it feels fully realized as its own thing. And also, White Ceiling Demo is, like, one of the best songs he's ever made. It might be his best, like, solo studio song, honestly. Like, it's not better than Wheel, it's not better than, It's not better than Into the Honest Night Live, obviously, but, like... I forgot my strat for this room. Failed the turnaround award? What are we on? Like a 14 hit now? 15 hit or whatever it is now. It's 3 hits on this stage. That screen is one of the hardest screens in the game, but that doesn't mean much because it's Basic Master 1.2. And there's no, like, difficult screens in this hack, really. This is like a boss rush game with extra steps, more or less. Event. Occurrence, even. Why did it do that? 4 hits to this state, I guess. Is Jin just derived from like Japanese like Jin for person? I'm assuming so. If so, it's really cursed seeing that be like written as with like a DJ romanization. Or hits to the stage. I might bump it up in the round, honestly. It probably deserves it. What would like the con be for that? Gene is just like it's a suffix that you use a lot to mean like person who like does or is not even does, person who's like thing person is or does. Like it's the word for person and you just use it a lot, like for stuff that is like a classification of person. Like feminines are just like country gene, so like American is like Anika gene. That sort of thing. 16 hit into Wiley. It doesn't look like it's Japanese like that because it'd look more Japanese if it wasn't if it wasn't like written with a DJ, I think. I just clocked it as Japanese. Hmm. 17. One on this stage. I should probably start counting like stage by stage instead of I should probably start counting stage by stage, just because that's more of like a easily countable thing. Side note: other who says "holy crud." It's not a bad thing. I just haven't seen that like phrasing in a minute. I was standing too close. 18 on hit. 2 on the stage. How did I even like deal with that enemy? I forget. That would check out. Heck is the kind of guy who would say that. I only remember my main association with that phrase is just like when I was a kid. I had like the first volume of the Sonic Mega Man Archie Comics crossover, and not first volume, first issue, and I have like. At one point in that, he just says "crud," and that's just my permanent association. Like Sonic just like pops like "crud" like randomly in that, and I'm like, that's my like permanent association with the word "crud" now. Just that specific Sonic Mega Man crossover comic. Side note: that comic goes crazy if you're like a big autistic elementary schooler who cares about Mega Man and like. I don't even remember what my Sonic phase was like. I had one, I know that much, but it's kind of just a blur to me now. I am an autistic person who likes video games, so me having a Sonic phase is kind of like taken as a given. But like, you know. Autistic people on Sonic the Hedgehog. Famously. Is this gonna be a hitless rounder? Holy! 2 hits to the stage, but like I am doing really well on the bosses. Jeez. How many of the bosses have I no-hit so far? Okay, I no-hit Stone, I know that much. I no-hit Tornado, I no-hit Blade. I got hit on Plug. No-hit. I think the only bosses I've gotten hit on in this run are, like, Gemini and Plug? Somehow? Granted, early game bosses are, like, easier than late game, but, like, you know? I'm kind of balling for an 18 hit. That kind of got dodgy, but it's fine. I've already been streaming for an hour? Yeesh. I don't know if I want to, like, keep streaming after this. If I do, I'll probably just play, like, some chill. I'll probably just, like, play hacks to chill. Like, play some Spirit of Hackers or something. Maybe a little unique harassment if I'm feeling spicy. I forgot how that fight works. I forgot how those projectiles work and you can just stand there. A girl who got knowledge checked. One hit to the stage. Hi Ruka, thanks for GG's. Doing a low hit attempt right now. Just to like check how familiar I am with everything. I've been doing really well in the boss fights this run. I'm just kind of getting like memory hit. I'm getting hit by like forgetting how stuff works a lot. Like on the stages. I've only gotten hit on like 2 bosses so far, which is kinda crazy going into Wily 2. Okay. I'm very happy that the devil, like, oops, girl who gets hit on purple devil. Girl who gets hit on purple devil. I'm very happy that the double cycles of this aren't that long. Girl who thought that it went up instead of down. Girl who gets hit on purple devil twice. Yup, purple goo. That is what he is. This one isn't that scary because it's only like 16 blocks and there's no like tight movements in it. There's not like that one part in Mega Man 1 Devil where you have to like make a very tight jump. That's like most of the difficulty. Why am I getting hit by this so much? Basically all of like the hard stuff in this fight comes from like the way that the eye reappears. That's all of like the stuff you can reasonably get hit on. And even then, it's just kind of remembering how to dodge what a lot of the time. And not getting greedy. I think this is like 4 hit? Yeah, this is like 4 hit. I have basically only played like... Oh, yeah, Mega Man 1 Yellow Devil is kind of fucked. Yup. 4... 22 hit. The thing with devil fights is if you can do the pattern like one time, you can do it like however many times you need to do it. It's just a consistency test, basically. Like, I was expecting Yellow Devil to be hard as hell when I went for, like, Mega Man 1 no-hit, but it was really just kind of like the... It was kind of just a dodge the one-attack simulator. Or not the one-attack, but the one part of the pattern simulator. And the rest was just getting antsy for that part of the pattern. The one where it's, like, a minimum height block and then, like, a second lowest height block. If I'm remembering right. Where you either just do a short jump over the, I opted to, like, just go over both of them with one jump, but I think I experimented with, like, a short hop for the first one, and then just like, fully jumping over the second, and then I realized that just jumping over both of them at the same time is better. Yep. Oh, did I just force myself to do another loop of this? I think I did. Yep. Girl forgot what she was doing. She's too busy yapping. What was that? That, like, sequence of balls just, like, straight up looked like Tash, like, turbo button. I think because of the conveyor. Does Powered Up Yellow Devil have multiple patterns? I never played Powered Up. Oh, yeah. Difficult difficulty, I forgot. I should, like, mess around with Powered Up someday, I think. It seems cute, I just, like... I wasn't a PSP kid. I wasn't, like, a PlayStation in general kid. I owned, like, an Xbox 360 that I got, like, way after, like, I think I got that thing after, like, the Xbox One came out. I don't know why I wanted a 360 specifically. Like, over an Xbox One. Unfortunate. ADU. Girl who wasn't looking at the screen? Girl who wasn't looking at the screen. The chat look radder. I think, like, I still don't even have, like, the the PlayStation, like, button layout mapped out in my head yet. Just because I, like, never played, like, on a PlayStation controller that much. There was, like, this video game, like, there was this, like, museum near where I live, and, oh, I forgot this. And, like, a couple of years back, they had like, an exhibit for, like, video game history and stuff, and they had, like, a copy of, they had a PlayStation 1 with Parappa the Rapper there, and I was getting my ass handed to me because I couldn't, like, map out what finger had to hit what button, or, like, where on the controller I had to hit each PlayStation button. I would have gone beast mode on that if it was, like... I would have gone beast mode on that if it was, like, a Nintendo game, because then I would actually have, like, the button layout, like, equated to memory. I'm doing really bad on Porygon right now. Girl who gets hit by Seismic Toss? Girl who gets hit by Seismic Toss again? Girl who gets hit by Ancient Power? They're calling it the worst fucking Porygon ever? Oh my god, this is a train wreck. This is not the fight that turns into a train wreck. Why is Mega Man 7 hits? Girl who dies to Porygon. I think I just spiraled. That's how I lose the Deathless Run. Or, like, I lost the Deathless Run to, like, a platform mistake, but I'm not counting that. Okay, lock in this time. This fight is kind of funny because, like, knowing what the attack names are in Japanese makes it, like, significantly easier. Okay, this is 10 seconds. Like 10 hits on this stage. This is like the easiest late game boss, by the way. Yeah, it kind of has that like vibe to it. This is kind of a funny song to have rolled during Porygon of all fights. If this rolled during base, it would have like fit the vibe, but it does not fit the vibe of Porygon fight. Good song, but like it would have been like better vibes if I locked in. It's always Viosa with you. Okay. 11 hit Wily 3 somehow. I don't know how that happened. I don't know what that was all about. I just had like a Mario meltdown, I guess. I feel like after the fiasco on Stone, I was kind of expecting this whole run to kind of go to shit. So like 33 is both underwhelming and like overwhelming, or like not underwhelming, but I played the Mega Mario Mega Man 1 ROM hack. I haven't played actual Mega Mario. I probably should at some point. I think I tried getting like Rockman on my computer at one point, and then like it just refused to open. Yeah, it's kind of just like an oldish Mega Man 1 hack. That's also Toho themed and also called Mega Mario. I don't think it's affiliated with like the fan game, but it's cute. I think Tapers was talking to me about Mega Mario when I was like info dumping about BM 1.2 the first time. In an Insta server. This is like a very bad part of the run to try and like shoot to the music. This is reminding me I need to play the Zero series. The song. Okay, I got hit on before. I've played like a tiny snippet of not a tiny snippet. I played a tiny snippet of 03 and then like probably like a quarter, maybe a third of 01. I kind of got impatient at some point, so I wanted to like screw around with 03 a bit. I don't even think I beat the like intro stage. I was just like playing it just to play it. Oh, does it? Maybe it was like a promo thing. I can see that. Ah, I mistimed it. My main association with 02 is the intro stage theme being Heatman stage and No Constancy. Because Heatman was like the stage I would always see people start with in No Constancy. Yeah, it probably is, but like I can see it. Okay, I think 3 hit on the stage. Should I just like play No Constancy after this? I might just play No Constancy for funsies to like end stream. Okay, 3 hit on Wily 3. Wily 4 not. Wily 3. 36 hit. This is gonna balloon in Wily 5, just you wait. I'd be happy if this ends like lower than a 50 hit. Wily Wars is one of those games where I've only like watched other people play it. I think I might have screwed around with it at one point. Because I remember being like, why does Wily Wars engine feel kind of janky? I think it's mostly was just how it handles shots. Like, it feels like Game Boy Mega Man, like, shot handling, I guess. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I remember, but the mashing was, like, weird with it. In, like, the same way that the Game Boy Mega Man's mashing is weird. I haven't played many of the Game Boy games. I've played, Dr. Wily's Revenge, and I've played 5. I didn't beat any of them. I didn't beat either of them. I just, like, toyed around with them. They do genuinely look really cool. And, like, more classic Mega Man is more classic Mega Man, so, like, hell yeah. New idea, guy who considers the Rockman and Forte sequel and the Wonder Swan to be, like, a mainline classic Mega Man game. Surely there's at least one guy like that who genuinely thinks that. I know there's a couple, like, ports of the bosses on, like, Mega Mix Engine in, the Mega Man games. That's, like, the closest I've gotten to playing in the Wonder Swan one. Okay, first Wily 5-hit. It's weird seeing them in, like, an actual, like, Mega Man art style instead of whatever the Wonder Swan game's art style is. Okay. One hit into Gemini on just, like, a low hit attempt is really good. Also, this works as, like, doing this as, like, a sample for how long, like, an attempt is gonna take. Watch me, like, no-hit this fight except... Oh, never mind. I didn't get hit the spread walk anyway, so it's basically the same thing as the only hit being the snake. I just got hit to the pop-up on Fish Summon instead of spread walk. I mean, 37 hit, 38 hit, who's counting at this point? 2 hits on the stage to the halfway point, and, like, your first note, like, your first low hit attempt is good. Holy reference. Anytime I hear this song now, I just think about the fucking thing I added in for Jay. It's like an unshakable association. I need to remake that for the 90 doc. I need to remake it for the 90 doc. Like, use the entire song. It's so needed. Okay, 3 hit. I haven't had input display on the entire stream. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I literally just went to look up at my input display and only then realized I don't have it up. Lolo. No more than 2 of the same attack in a row rule saves your ass on that attack so many times. Just so that you can't get, like, mega walled by it. Like, you probably still can't get walled by it. You've been echolocating my keyboard sounds, and that's awesome. Okay. I shouldn't have shot that. Shooting that actually messes up the cycle for this room a lot. But this is just... Girl who gets hit by that spine? Okay, this is the 4-hit now. I used to be scared of that spine, and now I'm, like, not, and that's when I get hit by it. Girl who gets hit on ring. I don't think she's in DC right now. I don't think she can get down there in time. It's like a long trek from New York, isn't it? I forgot. Already dissipated by then. Sometimes I just expect there to be like a third. I don't know if it's like a 2 or 3. I just know it intuitively. I just expect there to be an extra, like, homing for the thing. Good song to roll at like the end of the attempt. Also, it's good having like a frame of reference for how long an attempt is going to take. I said that already, but knowing that it's going to be like an hour-long challenge, roughly, probably, is like information worth having. Even if this is probably inflated by stuff that I'm not going to be doing in attempts, like changing OBS and dying. Yeah, good intel, good intel. That's what early the forever grinds are. It's always just like, you're literally just the girlfriend who's like seeking information. You're just information-seeking girlfriend image. Y'all got any more information? Always looking for information. How's it going with the information today, guys? That and been meaning to get into that GF changed the game. Those are both really good images. They're like the only good images of their type. Because sometimes you really are just like looking for information. That's all you want. Sometimes you're just information. Been meaning to get into that girlfriend one. I am that image to a fault. I am that image to a fault. I'm in that image and I don't like it. Facebook screenshot. Okay. Yup. I yearn for knowledge, both the thing and the girl, famously. Shoutouts Spectrally knowledge. Okay, that's 6 hits to YB5. That's actually pretty good. 42 hit total. It's the fucking, like, been meaning to get into, no. The been meaning to get into that, or the fucking, like, I'm in this picture and I don't like it. How did my finger, like, jitter like that for a second shot? I just mini-jacked. I just hit a mini-jack clip on Mega Man. I just hit a getting hit by force beams clip! Okay, what's gonna roll when I'm actually on final boss? Mods crush a skull, thanks. I got this keyboard like a year ago, and like I felt the jitter. I felt like the finger jitter. I know it wasn't like a keyboard thing, I know it was a me thing. You are so smart for banning one bot today. Okay, one hit. That's the fight. Instantly get hit on the first attack of the actual fight. AIUOE.com. We will be visiting. We are visiting this site. This is not a final boss fight song at all, but like whatever works, you know. I think this might spike my nerves harder than if it was like a hype song going into final boss. If it actually happened, I would just I would just like be like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this roll? And then I would just like, I would just be like completely torn, I think. I like imagine if this were to roll like going into phase 3 or like midway through a phase 3. But also like the breakdown on like phase 3 would go crazy. Was about to say I should add Sympathy as a Knife to this, and then I remembered it's already in the playlist. Okay. Wait for sine wave. Okay, phase 3. Imagine if this... That's not going in the playlist. That's not going in the fucking playlist. I refuse to entertain this prospect. It would be so funny if I were to no-hit the fight besides the literal first attack, which is, like, the easiest attack in the game. Not in the game, like, easiest attack in the fight. If I no-hit this to, like, a round start upwards orbs, like, if that's the thing that makes this not a no-hit, it would be so funny. Okay, thank God. It would have been so funny, but I would have been pissed. If I had a 2-hit on Wily 6 and neither of them were to phase 2 or 3. Okay. Nope. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. 3? Verdict? 45 hit. 45 hit. Could have done a lot worse for a first low hit attempt, honestly. As much as I like clowned myself, that was really clean YB6. Like on the part that actually matters. And not just like dying to nonsense. Not a deathless run, but it's a start. I'll add it to the sheet. This part on like a deep attempt would be like... This part going into Wily 3, I think I would just like die instantly. Like if I had to hear this on Wily phase 3. Let's do stats now. Okay. 59... 20... Oh, I gotta put the 0 in front. 146, and then add in the practice time. Save this once. I didn't even take 15 minutes to get that segment today? Holy. 22 hours. Okay. And then session by session. Nice to be back from a couple days break. That I didn't want to be a couple days break, it was just a couple days break because school. Yeah, I was about to like, why is it not doing that? But it's doing it now. That's what matters. Oh, I need to do the bottom. Oh, I need to add thing to these as well. I didn't even realize it didn't have the border. Okay. Street stuff done for the day. I'm probably just gonna screw around on no constancy for a bit. hard to explain if it was a good song. I almost didn't realize I was on the wrong scene. Okay. Let me edit title. Title is changed. Title has been changed. Got the wrong up. So I'm gonna close Spotify and I'm gonna turn up the Dystopia audio. Like 5 should be fine. Girl who forgets she can just use her arrow keys for this. I think that's good. Yup. Ellie Morale stream. They said it couldn't be done. I tried to come up with something other to call it other than Morale, but I think Morale has just become a concept at this point. Okay. This is more of like I'd say this is more of a Various Dragons than a Kaizo 3 Bowser. I'm so not used to getting hit in a stage and instantly reloading a save state. I've been practicing this too much. Yeah, that's where I recognize it from. Side note, like, vanilla Mega Man 2 physics feel a bit weird after playing BM 1.2 for a bit. Because there's a... Oh. It's from, like, the newest update of it. I can't be bothered to get, like, the original version. This is just what was on, romhacking.com. Not romhacking.com, romhacking.net. Should be introduced. There is a site called romhacking.com, but it's specifically the Mario 64 ROM hacking community's place. That's where I got that from. That's where the wires crossed. Yup. Girl who .coms. I just thought of like a dog shit pickup line. I don't want to say it, but I'm just gonna say it involves the .com bubble, and I'm gonna leave the rest of it to the imagination. I'm just gonna leave girl.com. You know what, gamer? You're so right. I frequent this website. Girl whose iframes just ran out. Yup, that's what's going on. As I was saying before I got sidetracked by, like, I don't know what, Basic Master and a lot of, some of Tatsu's other hacks, they apply, like, fix hacks or something, I think. The movement engine in those hacks in, Basic Master 1.2 isn't the same as just vanilla Mega Man 2 movement. It's, like, slightly cleaned up. It feels like Mega Man 9 movement, honestly, which is, like, probably the best movement system the series has ever had. Or, like, the engine rather than, just the movement system. Like, in Unique Harassment, which is a Mega Man 6 hack, he fixed the, I don't know if he made the fix hack, I don't think he did, but he, like, Unique Harassment doesn't have the thing in Mega Man 6 where jumping out of a slide just cancels it. A part of me kind of wishes it does, because that game has Chill Slip, and that with, like, that normal Mega Man 6 slide canceling seems extremely abusable in a way that'd be, like, really fun to watch for TASes. Because Chill Slip is just, like, charge kick on steroids, essentially, plus a sine wave projectile. It's one of the weapons in that hack. Basically, like I said, it's just it's a super fast charge kick that you don't have, that you're not, like, locked into, necessarily. Like, it's a super fast charge kick, and you also get a pretty decent projectile with it that goes with, like, a sine wave motion. And it gives you, like, a bunch of iframes and whatnot, so, like, a lot of tasks of the game, you just kind of see them, like, chill slipping through everything. I forgot how, like, vanilla adjacent the site is. God, I forgot how much contact damage he does. I'm kinda washed. I think you gotta, like, keep your distance more in this than in vanilla heat. Okay, yeah, just do this. The delays mess you up a lot in this. Jesus, that still hit me? Huh. I'll probably just, like, play another stage. I forget who else is good to go through early in this hack. I'm just gonna go with Wood, I guess. I remember Wood not being, like, super bad. I was gonna go Flash, and then I remembered Flash Fight in this game is, like, kinda messed up without weapons. Yeah, just stand on that platform. Dodge it. You don't know how to do all that, just stand there. Also, I don't know if you, like, were able to, like, read this on, like, one of the servers I just, like, yapped about it in, but, like, last night I just randomly like, in the middle of writing a paper, I just randomly started yearning about the idea of someone no-hitting minus infinity. Like, heavily yearning it for it. I need someone to do that someday, man. I don't think it's ever gonna happen unless there's, like, a massive uptick in influence in people who want to do full game, like, ROM hack no-hits. But, like, dude, I need it. I need it so bad. I need it. Yeah, I just kind of, it was just, like, insatiable. It was the only thing I could think about for, like, a solid, like, little bit. Genuinely, I think watching someone go into Super Shadow would make me, like, pass out. Like, on, like, a pace for a no-hit. I think I would genuinely pass out, like, seeing that. 90 second hand nerves times a million. Because I've been, like, daydreaming about this being possible in some capacity for, like, years. And also, I'm, like, nostalgic for the hack itself, because I saw people playing it on YouTube, like, when I was a kid. And I was like, whoa, how can anyone do this? How can anyone make this or, like, beat it at all? And then I played it for myself later, and I got a couple stages in. And then earlier this year, I actually beat it myself. for like a surreal experience. Like being the one doing that. I think people like highball how hard Minus Infinity is to just beat because, like, everything is hard, but your weapon selection in Minus Infinity is so good that it kind of negates a lot of stuff. Like, HCR Boomerang is really good, Tail Wheel is really good, Water Cutter is really good. You just have an extremely strong selection of weapons in that game. And also a lot of them, like, deal a bunch of damage to, like, bosses as well. And also you have Rush Cannon, which is just the one-shot things button, which you get, like, halfway through 8 Robos. Yeah, you probably have. It's like definitely the most, like, popular ROM hack. Yeah, that's the one with, really fast skull barrier, Hell Wheel. That was, like, the one that was, like, making the rounds when I was a kid. I don't even know what... I think the new equivalent of that might be 4 Voyage, honestly. Which is, like, a lot, like, more down-to-earth of a hack. Is there a run of it in GDQ? I would believe it. Like, I don't think the no-hit is ever happening for Minus Infinity because, 1, it's stupidly hard, 2, if you, like, go deathless into the final boss, you basically just have to fight. Basically, they just have, like a Street Fighter 2 Akuma thing going on, where if you go deathless into the final stage, instead of doing one of the final stage bosses, not, like, final boss, but, like, second last boss of the game, is replaced with, like, a absurdly hard super boss. Like, easily the hardest thing in the game that you actually have to do in a full game attempt, not including, like, the True Arena final boss. But, like, you gotta do that with nerves after, like, an hour plus of playing, like, absurdly fucked up and evil, like, Mega Man. And granted, you can, like, you have an absurdly high power level as well, so you can kind of just mess with it back, but, like, you know? It's just crazy work. It's just crazy work out there. It's a crazy world we're living in. Yeah, there's a True Arena in it. You get it after, like, beating the game and getting all the collectibles. Or, like, the main collectibles. I didn't get all the main collectibles when I beat it, but... It's, like, stupidly hard to do a True Arena in that game. Because there's, like, three final bosses, basically. Yeah, Minus Infinity is, like, absurdly impressive for an NES hack, let alone, like, a 2014 one. I think Pudesabe is just kind of, like, the goat of that sort of thing. And it's not like a Mario 64 Last Impact thing, where, like, it's technically impressive, but, like, it's kind of, like, whatever to play. It doesn't have that problem. It's still genuinely just, like, a fun game. The Mega Man ROM hack with that problem is Rockman CX. But that's, like, a whole other can of worms. I should beat CX someday, just, like, say I have. It's the one where, like, it's the one where, like, Mario and Wispy Woods are bosses. Came out in, like, 2017, I think? Yeah, it's that one, I saw the thumbnail for that, like, was, like, everywhere, like, a couple years ago for me. For, like, a cast of it, I think. I forget if it was a cast or a regular long play. Yeah. No. Eh? I tried to think of, like, another, like, 2014 era, like, Mega Man ROM hack, and, like, I'm blanking. I tried to, like, I guess you could do like BCAS or something. Eh? Like new Mega Man hacks are like minus infinity and BCAS. CX and unique harassment are still pretty new. I need to actually beat BCAS. I like screwed around with it. Like doing a couple stages, but I never got super far into it. It's like the ultimate like turn your brain off Mega Man game because it's just so fast. And it's like designed, like it's accommodating around you going that fast. Mine started in like, I don't even remember when. The first time I like actually played like an official Mega Man game was like 2015 with Mega Man 10, which I just got on my Xbox. I played it on easy mode because I was like a stupid kid who was bad at video games, and I still couldn't beat it on easy mode. Unlimited is great, yeah. That's another one I got like decently into but never beat. Real? I think Mega Man might have been like one of like the catalysts for me getting into challenge gaming because of like the like when I was a kid, like the Roam Mistral like perfect runs of every like all the classic series levels were like that was my shit. I was just like blazing through the playlist, like just, like trying to see everything. It's like fascinating to me as a kid. And now I'm like going back and it's like kind of, it's just kind of crazy like watching something like that. I think it was already like done all of them. Or, like he like uploaded all the ones that he was like ever gonna upload. Like he did like the NES game Fortress levels. I think that was like one of the first like Mega Man, like not even Mega Man challenge, one of the first like video game challenge things I got like invested in ever. And then you have Game Champ with like doing full game runs. Get dies to the same chicken again award. I think the thing that got me to start doing full game runs was her specifically going for like Mega Man 4? Because that was when I started, like around when I started going for Mega Man 1. And I think that was when Clear Tonic started going for them. I never really, I tried getting into Clement, but I didn't watch like that much of him, because it was just like so big of an endeavor. I watched like the Gemini Laser Let's Plays of the, like the first 7 games as a kid. Mega Man 8 LP, like the Gemini Laser Mega Man 8 LP, if that ever happens, I'm just gonna like freak out. Cause like, what do you mean? I have lived an entire life in the time it took between the end of the 7 LP and now. I have lived like a full lifetime. He did it like a couple of years after he did 6, so that's probably why like it passed you by. I think the 7 LP was like 2014 or 15? I remember seeing like the last like thing he did for it, which was like I remember seeing like the glitch showcase video, which I think was like a year later, maybe? Like when it got uploaded. I'm about to check how old that is, and I'm gonna like die instantly. I'm gonna like punch it into YouTube. Ten years ago, 10 years ago, on a video I remember watching when it came out. Where's it all gone, dude? Where's it all gone? I'm dying in real life over here. Why is that 10 years old? I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. That was the last screen? I was just getting gatekept by that chicken? Okay, I have an extra life. The passage of time only, like, feels real in, like, absurdly old situations like that. Or, like, when I was, like... I don't know how to word it, but, like, the oldest things I remember, like, ever interfacing with. Like, kind of having consciousness, but not really. Yeah, this fight doesn't seem that bad. Do Buster on there. I'll probably give it another shot. I don't even know how long I'm gonna, like, keep doing No Constancy for. I guess just, like, until I get bored or until it gets too late is the answer. Yeah, that was really, I think I got into the series around, like, the tail end of Mega Man 2 being, like, the one. Like, the conventional wisdom, I think, when I was getting into it was, like, 2 and 3 are the best. And now, like, people, like, deep in the shit, the consensus is, like, 4, 7, 9 are, like, the good ones. Or not the good ones, but, like, the best ones. 2 kind of gets shaky in the end game, but, like, I still find 8 Robos to be really fun. Even if it kind of is, like... The game is just kind of, like, Quag after... It's a very Quag game after Wily 1. Yeah, yeah. I think 7 is... God fucking damn it. I almost fucking did it. I almost did the thing. I kind of, basically, here's what I'm gonna say. I agree with the conventional wisdom of 4, 7, 9 are the best, just replace 4 with 6. That's, like, my top 3. Shit was like a Fetty Wap song, 6, 7, 9. Ten is good, but I feel like I can't, like, judge it properly just because, like, it's, like, the first one I played. 11 is solid, but the engine feels really weird to me. The way I describe it is it feels like they're trying to, like, emphasize that he's a robot with how he controls, and it leads to, like, it just leads to it feeling kind of jank, and also the knockback animation is really annoying in that game. I do think Double Gear is, like, a cool, like, gimmick to, like, spice things up. Even though I didn't really use it on my casual playthrough because I'm a purist. I didn't even realize you had, like, a shot. I guess it's, like, proximity based when it activates. I'm trying to think of, like, all time what my favorite fight from any of the games is. I remember Concrete and 9 being really fun. I think my favorite stage is Mega Man 9 Tornado Man. I played a little bit of, like, the DLC hard mode for 9, like superhero mode, and I remember Tornado Man of that being really hard but really fun. Like, the stage anyway, because that didn't buff the boss fights. It was kind of funny, like, playing it though, because, like, really hard stages. Like, I remember Jewel Man being like, superhero Jewel Man is just like a serial killer that brags about killing people. That stage is not okay. I played through like half the Robot Master stages. Troll level in Mega Man is kind of fucked up on like a conceptual level, just because of like the game over and live system. He kind of looks like Kirby a little. That's crazy. Oh, I hit the password screen. I think I'm gonna go back to Heat now. I'm still kind of like, how did I beat like the Robot Master stages in this like 90 minutes at one point, and then I was just like, I don't feel like playing Live Eve right now, so I just put a save state. But I feel like playing Robot Master stages and not Wily right now. Hero mode is just like, what does he even do? Guy who bought Mega Man 9 Hero mode. Like, why would you just not get Superhero mode and play Superhero mode if you want a harder Mega Man 9, which is already, like, considered one of the harder games to just beat in the series? Mega Man 9 has a thing going on. Oh. Guy who bought Mega Man 9 for Hero mode. 9 has the thing going on of, like, it's hard to beat the first time, but, like, I feel like on, like, subsequent playthroughs, it, like, tapers off quicker than the other Mega Man games do. Like, it's easier to get, like, better at Mega Man 9 than the other ones. You know? That's not, like, a knock against it, it's just, like, an observation. I still need to beat the, like, special stage for 9. I never did that. I tried it a bit, but I never actually beat it. I never, like, beat any stage of Mega Man 9, like, actually as a kid. I only, like, did it when I went through the full series, like, as, like, a teenager, I think. I was just bad at video games as a kid, okay? I beat Mega Man 9 later in life. I'm reformed. I think the first Mega Man stage I ever beat as a kid was, like... This is probably gonna fuck you up, but, like, the first Mega Man stage I ever beat as a kid was, like... Chill Man in 10 on easy mode. And I was like, yes, I beat one of them. I remember getting fucked up by Blade Man, which is kind of funny knowing that that's, like, one of the easiest fights in that game now. If you know what you're doing. I mean, 10 in general is an each one. I only like played 10 as a kid because it was like the newest one on like the eShop. Not on the eShop, the Xbox Live Arcade. I think the first like I'm just now remembering that I played like Mega Man 1 on like one of those shitty like browser-based like emulator sites as a kid. On like my grandma's laptop, I think. And I just got instantly filtered by, I just picked Iceman first, and I instantly got filtered by that stage because it's Mega Man 1 Iceman, and I have no Magnet Beam or anything. I am, like, not playing this stage well, man. So I just, like, got my ass handed to me, and I was like, well, I guess I'm ass. And then I played Mega Man 10 on easy mode and got stuck on Wily 3 on easy mode because I was a stupid idiot child. As most children tend to be. This is like a crazy good NES port for like 2007. I think I know that it's normal to like to some extent for like people who are like super top level at games to like be doing hard stuff when they were super young, but like or like I don't get impressed when someone is like 15 or whatever And does a hard thing, like, specifically because they're 15, but, like, once their age hits single digits, I start getting impressed again, because I'm just like, how is it possible for, like, someone whose age is in the single digits to be good at video games? That was not what my experience was like. I didn't become able to be good at video games until I was, like, 11 or 12, probably. So, like, seeing 8-year-olds actually be competent at any video game ever, much less outright, like, noticeably good at it, fucks with me. That's kind of a thing that you, like, accept as a part of culture. Like, you just accept that, like, instruments kind of farm child prodigies. Same thing with chess. Yeah, same brain cell. Yeah. That's what I mean, it's not normalized in, it's not, like, normalized in video games as much. Or, like, it's normalized if you're in, like, a hard game scene, but, like, I'm mostly just talking about, like, just my own lived experience of being a kid who sucked at every video game she played. I don't even remember what the first proper game I beat was. Because, like, every game I had as a kid, I was, like, too bad to beat. I got stuck on, like, the first boss of Sonic Generations. And then Unleashed, I got stuck on, like, the first, it's, like, the intermission between the fucking, like, after the first Werehog stage. Like, the plane level. I missed one, I'd start over. W Kleptomancy. I think they made New Super Mario Bros. 2 for you. I think they made New Super Mario Bros. 2 for that version of you. Never tell that version of Roka about NSW2. Why was NSW2 even like that? Like, who did that benefit? What was the point of all that? Did they just decide they needed to have a gimmick? Yeah, I figured, but, like, you know. They got the memo a bit late. They got the memo late. What's the weapon in this game? Oh, it's just kind of like a... That kind of feels like a Mega Man 5, like Star Crash sort of thing. I don't think I played any of the new Soups as a kid. Like, I didn't have you. I was like a 3D Mario girly, more so. I will, like, go to bat. Like, not even, like, Galaxy or anything. I was raised on, like, the 3D Land, 3D World series. I will still, like, go to bat for 3D Land. That game was my shit as a kid. 3D Land was, like, that was just the one to be. I got it after 3D World as well, because I got a 3DS after I got a Wii U. Yeah. Thank God I'm actually competent at video games now that I try and do, like, perfect challenges. If Celeste was around when I was, like, 7, it would have been over for me. I say that like I would have gotten to the Goldens. My ass would have gotten hard filtered by, like, 3A huge mess. It's weird to me that people could just play Celeste when their age is, like, in the single digits. Like, that's just a possibility. I say that playing it for the first time when I was, like, 11, I think. Yeah, kids playing Celeste in general, like below 13 kids is just kind of weird on a conceptual level to me. That's like the most like teenage like 20-something game ever. Like at like the like that's when you do your first Celeste breakthrough. Even though I'm one of the people who did it before then. Related to it, I just forget that it's like possible to do a. I just forget that it's like possible for people to play Celeste for the first time in 2025. I just assume that everyone who's ever gonna have played Celeste has already played it by now. So like people like Tyron doing their first playthrough is like, or like I feel like I just assume everyone who's into platformers has played Celeste by now. You know, it's like the one. It's like the one platformer in this day and age. I mentioned this in Jay's chat once, like a couple days ago. I do wonder what it's like to have like played Celeste with like a wider, like a tapestry of like 2D platformer stuff like on your belt before your first playthrough, and also while like being like confident, like not relating to the story at all. I just wonder what that experience is like. Because I could, like, cannot possibly imagine it. Like, the hypothetical, like, guy in his 30s who plays Celeste for the first time and his, like, dominating thought is, I mean, it's good, but it's not Donkey Kong Country 2. Like, that kind of guy. I don't even know if that guy exists, but I like thinking he exists. Yeah. I mean more so in like an SNES platformer Andy kind of person. Not like a balls deep in like challenge gaming kind of platformer way. Like a guy who really fucked with like SNES Aladdin or something. Yeah. More so. Just like a general platformer boomer. Not even like a speedrunner or anything, just like guy who likes platformers and was also like played Celeste for the first time in his 30s. Oh. You know? I should take some water. Water. Girl who drinks water. Very bad shooting sync, but it's like, I forget what it was for, like, I forget what even prompted me to say this. It's like the one thing in like parent chat moments where it's like, guy who plays Celeste for the first time in his mid-late 20s, I mean, it's not Donkey Kong Country 2, and then it's like, guy who plays Celeste for the first time in his mid-late teens, and he's like, I'm gonna trans my gender and start meowing in public spaces, or whatever the fuck I said. I need to find the original message, it's really good. I know I DM'd it to like one of my friends, who I don't DM images that much, so I'm just gonna look in her DMs. Let me find it. It's from like a year or two ago. I don't even know why I started Girl Who X posting so much. Girl who scrolls through her DMs on stream. Okay, I found the original thing, and It's really good. It's a very... I like this a lot. I think I did good with this. I think I kind of cooked here. This is so old. This message is like too old to order off the kids menu. It's crazy. I can't believe it. Pre-VIP, pre-mod, pre-anything. I didn't even have a sub badge. That's crazy. Oh, I just realized that the text is still there. The low hit text. I should replace the low hit text with like a GIF when I'm doing it. Do I have any like good images to like put in that area? What's gonna be the equivalent of like the belly rub GIF? Is there anything good to put there? I don't have anything good that would like fit the vibe. Tragic. Like saved in my images folder. I could just like scroll through Tenor or something maybe. And just download something. Your previous message is something of substance. Yeah, Patchy. Is there any good like Patchy GIFs? Let me find one. Oh, I should do how the fuck is the wooden chair spinning? I love the how the fuck is the wooden chair spinning GIF. I need to download it. This is an important detour. Much better. I'm gonna need to like stretch it weirdly, but it's fine. Girl who edits transform. There's probably a faster way to do this, I just don't care. Also, I gotta like move it so that the bottom is there. Good. Good enough. This is a very good GIF. I like it a lot. How the fuck is the wooden chair spinning? This is just a designated, this part of the stream is nonsense. Like, there's nothing of importance to be conveyed. Yeah, I'm a GIF sayer. Argue with the wall. I will meet the creator, and I will call him John to his face. I'm John, damn right. This is like the other stage I remember really well from this hack. Oh yeah, I forgot the fucking, the wind that comes in. Maybe after this stage I swap to Spirit of Hackers. I kind of feel like playing like Spirit of Hackers more than this. Not that this is bad, that's just kind of what's calling out for me. I thought I was gonna give it to peer pressure on it, but I'm just gonna stick to my guns. Guy who calls it a GIF file every time. Surely there's at least one person who just dodges it by calling it a GIF. That or he invites ridicule from both sides. That's like that's like going up to like a left shift versus right shift debate that's like going up to fucking like left shift, right shift debate. With like, hey, I use caps lock. Girl who uses caps lock is the one streaming. My defense is that, like, I learned how to type when I was, like, 4 years old. And when I was 4 years old, I did, like, that was my first, like, time using a keyboard. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna hop on Spirit of Hackers. Oh, I forgot that wasn't a game over. I think my first time, like, using a keyboard, I was, like, 4 or something. And, like, when I was that young, I couldn't, like, fathom how the shift key would work. It was like a completely foreign concept to me. I could not like wrap my head around it in any way. And caps lock just made more intuitive sense to me because you press the button and it's capital, bing bang boom. So like I'm just like grandfathered in. Anyway, I'm gonna play Spirit of Hackers now. I got to like 180 words per minute with caps lock, so like it's fine. Who cares? I've only played like I haven't really touched this hack much. It's like a collab hack between a lot of JP hackers. I don't know like the full lineup. I know Purisabe is in it, who did Minus Infinity. Let me see if I can get the Spirit of Hackers. I think Purisabe is like the only one credited on RomHacking.net. Yeah, I can't find credits for the other ones. They're probably like someone later. Yeah. I remember like middle school, like our computer class was kind of just like a large chunk of it was just a typing class. And I think that was when I realized that like that was the precise moment I realized that home row was bullshit because we had to do home row typing as like part of it. It wasn't like a just a type however you want, you specifically gotta learn home row. And I was already probably like 60 to 80 range on like my own fucked up amalgamation of like typing however the hell I see fit. Home row is good if you actively want to get faster and you have no clue how to start technique-wise. Or not even faster if you just want to like be able to touch type. If you can already touch type, you have like no reason to learn it. And like you want to discard home row pretty like early on anyway. And just kind of like really what I do is I just start my fingers wherever the thing that I need to type starts, like whatever the first couple of letters of it are, and then they just kind of go where they go. It's like entirely on like subconscious. I think I have a... Zach is... I don't know. I think I saw like a version of this hack that like has all of the stages that this stuff doesn't have. Because like this is incomplete. I remembered it being incomplete at like Wily 2. Yeah, it's like a beginner's thing. And also, like, alt layouts are more consciously designed with, like, home row being, like, presupposed as a good thing, but, like, on QWERTY, a lot of the good stuff that you want to be hitting a lot is, like, spaced out between the top two rows. I read this in I, like, realized this when I was reading a book that I got a couple of years ago on, like, the history of speed typing, because this is a thing I'm, like, very interested in. And he mentions that, like... home row, like QWERTY specifically, you're like going between the top 2 rows a lot when you type common words, or like common letters. It's not all the common shit on just one row. And I think that like more aligns with how I want to type anyway. Like that just more aligns with like what my hands are doing. What the fuck is... Stop tweaking, dude! Stop tweaking! QWERTY started with typewriters, yeah. There's no consensus on why it's like laid out the way it is. But it actually works like a lot better than you've probably heard. Like the main concern with like the main reason to learn like an alt layout isn't necessarily because it's like gonna make you like type faster or anything. It's mostly just like an ergonomics thing. Yeah, they got QWERTY because the Z is more common there, and then French has A's already as well. I should like try and like farm like 100 words per minute in as many like typing languages as I can. That would be like a cute thing. Wait, does this game have vanilla boss fights? If it has vanilla boss fights, that's kind of disappointing. I thought it was gonna have like custom fights. Like custom fights in these hacks are like pretty hard. Not like pretty hard, but like there's a lot of hacks where the boss fights are just vanilla. I don't think they do like QWERTY outside of Germany. And isn't your girlfriend like Italian? I think QWERTY is like just like a German thing, not anywhere else. I could be wrong though. The timing on that, on the Yamato Spears throws there is like fucking thing. Yeah. Flame Man Sage is that way, sir. This is Yamato Man, bitch. We feudal Japan and this motherfucker. Take your fiery ass back to Flame Man. Fuck, for some reason now I'm just thinking about like the Robot Master Design contests they had for these games. It's kind of weird to think about the fact that like all of the Robot Masters were designed by different people, except for the fact that 2 of them were designed by fucking Yusuke Murata when he was like a teenager. Like that's not a bit. He did a Skull Man and Crystal Man, and now he's the guy drawing One Punch Man. It's a crazy world out there. Not like the original webcomic, to be clear, like the redraw. Like the professional redraw. Not one did not design Skullman, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, it's crazy. I think in one of the art books they have like a comic of him like telling his experience of making it. It was really cute. I want to see if I can find it. If I can find it, I'll like pull it up. I kind of wish that all of those like designs were like archived in some way, or like all the submissions. I'm curious what the most like nonsense thing someone came up with was, and like what the most common. I'm guessing the most common rated was like Waterman. I just had an epiphany that I don't think anyone would like here would like even like know that well, but like the Robot Master design contests were just fucking object show recommended characters before object shows. That's a fucked up realization. That's also like a fucked up connection to be able to make. That's like two separate like layers of autism like coalescing. You get it? I wish Amsterdam was still here so that they could like also freak out about that. I just like the way I made that connection was I just thought about like the BFDI 17 like recommended characters thing. And I just thought about that but for like Mega Man bosses. like the Robot Master design submissions. One is good, but seeing it as like your only one is kind of... It's like the only anime you've ever seen being Evangelion, you know what I mean? Like, there's way worse picks, and it's like still a very good show, but like... Yeah. They started up in like 2010. Okay, let me find like the Yusuke Murata thing. They were like very much of my time. I got into them in like 2013, 14, I want to say. That sounds right. Unlike other object shows, this one cares about the characters. I can't fucking say. I can't, unlike other mecha shows, one. I just can't do that. Okay, let's see what this is about. I'm just gonna go back to stage select while I look for this. Yeah, he was like 13 when he made them. I thought he was like 15. Yeah, that's kind of the thing you gotta have. You gotta have someone like tapping you on the shoulder, like this is of significance, this is of importance. If you're like just raw dogging it. Oh my god, I just saw like the original like look at this! Look at this! He was drawing this when he was like fucking 13 or whatever. What is his problem? Like, what do you mean? What's that? Is that like Renzuman, I think? Am I like misreading the katakana? I might be. That's definitely not Snowman. I think I'm guessing it's just like something that doesn't translate, but like, how the fuck do you draw this as like a 13-year-old? Like, what? What are you doing? You get a clip. You get a clip. Okay, this is like the this is the manga like in Japanese, and it's just him like telling the story of him drawing it. It's like summary is like, I think the summary is like, on the playground, this kid is like, yo, they're doing like a design contest for Mega Man 3. Like, you can just design your own Robot Master, and then if they like it enough, it gets in the game. And he's like, oh shit. So then he makes the Mega Man 3 one that doesn't get in, who like kind of like splits off, kind of like the Crazy Razors of the Mega Man 1, but like a full boss. Then Dustman gets into 4. He gets the gold cartridge you got if your Robot Master got into 4. Fast forward to 1992. Crystal Man gets in, his friend makes Starman, and Starman also gets in, and it's like, oh shit, Oomfy's in the game. And now he's just kind of like reminiscing, and he's like thanking the series for giving him this opportunity. I remember it being longer than this, but still, this is like a really cute thing to see in the art book. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah. OG Crystal is just that's like the file name. Look for it. I think he's like by far the biggest name to like draw to like win one of those. Like most of the other ones, we don't really know what they're doing now, but that's just Yusuke Murata. That's like a known guy. I'll see if there was anyone else who like won of note. Oh my god, yeah, there was also like, where was it? It's like this where they get like a bunch of like designs of like generally the same art content. That's just Guts Man. That's just Guts Man with like that's just Gutman. That's just Gutman's with like his arm sockets fucked up. His ass is not Bubble Man. Oh my god, Pump Man and Mega Man 2. But yes, it's cute seeing all these like different incarnations of like the same general idea. And like seeing how like different people put into practice. These aren't the official ones. Inafude just like redrew them. It would be cute if they were like archived, but like there's no way in how they're archiving that. And like they got hella submissions for these. Like this is like the smallest one and it still got 8K and then they were like in the 5 digits going into 6 digits after that. 7 was the biggest? I don't know why I thought 7 was smaller than 6. And I'm surprised 8 still cracked 100K. I thought that one was like way smaller, but maybe that's just because not all of them were like only 6 of the Robot Masters in this game were designed from the contest. The ones that also show up in Mega Man and Base were designed in-house. Like, oh my god. Like, seeing all the different art styles is also cool. This is what Clown Man was supposed to look like? Oh my god. That's sick as hell. And then I love how scuffed Search Man looks. Like you can tell there's something going on here, but like it just. Oh yeah, I forgot there was the templates for this one. You can tell this guy has the juice, but the drawing is like really scuffed, and it's endearing. That was what Frostman was. Holy. I wish the original drawings for the others were like easier to find. Dude, imagine being a kid who like locked in on their drawing and then you find out the ones that actually get in the game and your guy lost to Spring Man. I'd be mad as hell. I'd be mad as hell if I lost to Spring Man. Oh yeah, I forgot this was the one that was like international. Optic Man is crazy. Like what was going on in Phoenix in the 90s to create that? What leads to that? Pennsylvania mentioned! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot they like past a certain point they gave out prizes to ones that didn't make it into the final game. Oh, they had the submission names for all of them. Oh, Crystal Man was supposed to be Lens Man. That's why I was getting fucked up. Couldn't tell where like an R what was supposed to be an R and L and Katakana again award. I still have no clue why they called him I still have no clue why they decided to call him Napalm Man. Like, you didn't have to call him that. You like Beatman was like a messed up name. I'm not calling him Beatman, but like you don't have to call him You don't have to call him Napalm Man either. You could have just called him like War Man or Tank Man or something. Napalm Man is like doing way too much. Gravity Man. Oh my god. Wait, they're giving the kanji for Yoshitaka and Emoto. Should I know this person? Okay, I don't think this guy. I don't think a Valorant player born in 2002 designed a Mega Man 4 boss. I'm kind of skeptical of that. I'll like punch it in. Is this the same guy? Okay, let's just put this into Google Translate. Let's see. Okay, this is the guy. Like, definitively. That being the first thing on your Wikipedia page is really funny. Like, you don't even get, like, your birth or, like, your, like, early life circumstances. The first thing on your page is, like, 1991, made Brightman and Mega Man 4. And a moto or something? How did you mess up the reading that bad? How did you mess it up that bad? It's a given name. How did you mess it up like that? Okay, I can't like find my way through the rest of that. I guess I'm assuming it's like a pen name rather than a username. Their real name is it's just a stylization of their like real name. Basically, they're saying that like this is how it's written with kanji, but it's pronounced the same. He just stylizes Yoshitaka with hiragana. Firefox Translate is like worse than Google Translate, so it's. My tabs are kind of awesome right now. This is like a really awesome set of tabs. Starting a search with how the fuck is really funny. Okay. Is there anyone else like of note that entered these? Okay, they have the kanji for all of them now. Iron Man, you can't be calling him that, Nobuhiko Akatsuka. You can't be calling him Iron Man. We're gonna have to change that. How many of them have fluffy art? Did it not reveal the original names? Dude, I saw Akira and then a name that starts with Y and ends with N. I thought it was like, is that Akira Yamaoka, like the Silent Hill? Oh no, it's Yoshida, not Yamaoka. The idea of Akira Yamaoka designing Crash Man is frying me. For some reason, I thought I confused whether or not Resident Evil or I confused like which between Capcom and Konami owns Resident Evil, which owns Silent Hill. They're like clumped into the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna play a video game again now. I kind of forgot I had Spirit of Hackers open still. Let's see what Plantman stage is all about on this. Almost midnight? Huh. Oh, I realize the title still says no constancy. I should change that. Forgot to change the title award. Yeah, Chill Spirit Hackers, it's what it should be now. Oh, I didn't even use this. Is that like a spread shot? Okay, that's a spread shot. Doesn't like use weapon energy. Is it like, does it have to hit something and then it like set the homing or something? Yeah, I should probably use. Oh, you just hold this. Yeah, it is like a flamethrower. That makes more sense. Feather thrower is kind of crazy. Oops would kill for a feather thrower. Oh, that's it. There's indication for what it's spawning. That's awesome. I think this is another 2017 hack. 2017 had a lot of baller hacks, I'm realizing. I think Basic Master 1.0 was 2017 as well. Like, a lot of, like, big name hacks coming out in 2017. Or, like, the original, like, version of them, anyway. Like, RHDC says this, like, patch of it is 2020. And I don't know how much this version of it, like, changes. Also, this is, like, nominally an unfinished hack, but it's, like, it's unfinished in the same way that Kill the Guy is unfinished. It's still, like, a satisfying experience from what I've heard. Despite being unfinished. This and Unique Harassment are like the big two Mega Man 6 hacks, I think. Unless I'm like forgetting one. Nang 2, dude. Nang 2. I kind of forgot about Bible moves, honestly. I don't really keep up with like fan game releases that much anymore. Boru. Oh, you can just jump off him immediately. My bad. I mean, one of my close friends is like pretty fucking good fan game player, so like I'm in a friend group server. So, like, most of my, like, keeping up with the goings-on in the fan game community is through there. Oh, fuck. I think I started following fan games and, like, yeah, Pluto. I've been friends with her for, like, a solid couple years. She's awesome. That's oof. It's the kind of thing where, like, it's the kind of thing where, like, if we met now, and, like, if, like, she met the version of me that she met when we were, like, starting to become friends, she would be like, who the fuck is this? But, like, we were, like, both way different people at that time in our lives, so, like, and we're, like, actually chill now, so it's, like, it's whatever. God, like, I'm really bad at shooting the fucking girl. This part is kind of reminded me of, like, the Contra waterfall level, honestly. Yeah, yeah. That was, like, before my time. I started, like, getting to know her, like, end of her being, like, a Mario 64 man, like, the last year or so. Oh, we're already at boss gate? Okay, it's not vanilla bosses. Or maybe Tomahawk was vanilla and the rest aren't. Or I just didn't notice the Tomahawk fight differences. Oh, that's a lip? Oh. That's fucked up levels of contact damage. Yeah, it looks like a cool fight. It's just kind of... I think that level of contact damage is... Ugh. Whole lot of contact damage. Circular moving object that moves? That's a lot of Moving object that moves as opposed to moving object that stays still. I've been streaming Spirit Attacker for like longer than I've been streaming BM. Not Spirit Attacker specifically. I swapped to this like a bit into No Composite. Yeah. It's just moving object that moves is a very funny sequence of words. To like see in any context. Oh. Dies of death. Girl who is a moving object that moves. Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. I'm also probably only one layer of movement on those days. Yeah. That's just kind of how it is. Wheelbarrow was kind of great. I don't remember the last time I've seen a wheelbarrow, actually. It probably wasn't that... It probably was, like, long ago, but, like, not, like, shorter ago than I would think, I'm guessing. You know what I mean? Let's see what we gotta do here. Oh, yeah, it's... Okay, wait for it to get big and then just go through it. That is... His stops are so... Fuck. I think the position where it stops is like... Maybe it's based on like certain positions? I'm guessing? Like you can only stop in certain positions or something? This is the problem I thought I was gonna have with the final boss of BM 1.2. I thought he was gonna work like this with his stops, where he can just stop wherever the hell he pleases, at any time. I thought it was gonna work more like that. I just kind of psyched up. I kind of just like overhyped shield blocks in my head. Okay, 2 out of 8. Nice. It's past midnight. Jeez. I've been going for almost 3 hours, huh? That probably explains why my voice is kind of scratchy, like a tiny bit. I think it just kind of gets like that when I'm streaming, because I don't, like, talk super constantly normally. Sure, let's go in, man. Hold on, yeah, I got girl with, like, 3 water bottles on her desk. Yeah, but that's not like physically like straining for my throat because it is text and not voice. I famously talk a lot over text. Girl who has 80k messages on the Parrot Dash Twitch stream in 2025. Hey, what the hell is this? And why is this Windman? Like, the other stages of the theming has made sense so far, besides maybe Tomahawk, but like, Tomahawk, you gotta take liberties. Yup, 7%. Like all like slightly over 7%, like 7 point like oh something, I think. And that's including so much of streams where I'm like, I have the tab open and then I'm just doing something entirely else. And I'm not even chatting. Like, that's the crazy thing. I'm only, like, locked in, like, 80% of my watch time, probably. On chatting, if even. Oh. That enemy placement is kind of evil. The way it, like, camps that ladder. Did I get an extra life or something? Oh, I should check what, weapon is. Oh, it's like a... I should probably, like, see if this game has, like, the quick swap binds that Minus Infinity does. And if it does, I should probably rebind them. I think it's player 2, I think it's the player 2 A and B buttons that they do it with. It's like some, like, smart workaround like that. And it's not even, like, entirely out of the question, because, like, the one thing in, like, Mega Man 3, I think it is, where, like, player 2 button presses can, like, impact how player 1 moves. Girl who got fucked over by the wind. So it's not even, like, entirely, like, uncharted territory. I don't remember how the Mega Man 2, like, Mega Man 3, like, 2-player button stuff works again. It was, like, some weird glitch. I don't remember the specifics. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I have so much, like, fucking esoteric Mega Man mechanic knowledge that I, like... Yeah, that. Like, the debug codes, basically. Like, yeah, like, probably less over debug stuff. I feel like at least one person's, like, younger brother has to have, like, started pressing random buttons on the player 2 while the older brother was playing, and then, like, all that stuff was happening, and they just thought their thing was they were just like, what the fuck? That probably, like, drastically changed at least, like, one sibling dynamic throughout the course of history. This is reminding me of, like, Charade Man stage in Rock Force, honestly. Like, the deco. This is really pretty deco, honestly. Oh, that's really rough. Hmm. That's rude. Dropping a 1-up when you get a double kill is so rude. Okay, got it back. This is like the... I was gonna say this is like the... You could probably do a... like, movement with this that's like... You could probably do some sick movement with this, like the Butter Strut and... Vanilla Mega Man 6, where you just, like... You just do super clean movement to the Blizzard Man submarine, and you, like, get through it on, like, the earliest cycle possible, like, without having to stop. I'm curious if I can do that, honestly. Do I have the Mega Man 6 practice hack? I learned... Mega Man 6 is, like, the only one that I learned how to speedrun. I have, like, a 47 90%, I think. I could just put in, like, a password generator. I'm curious. I'm gonna see if I can hit, like, Butter on Mega Man 6. And I need to, like, remember what the strat looks like, though. It's a really cool strat to like, look at. And And, like, now I'm good at video games, unlike when I was trying to learn Mega Man 6 and 8% when I was, like 12 or 13. Okay. Mega Man 6. It's gonna be, like, messy to remember, like, slide cancels. Where's the Dark Tyrix tutorial? Starbucks. Let's just see what this strat is all about. Oh wait, I don't have desktop audio. Hold on, I should change that. So let's see what this is again. Okay. None of this. This is the strat that I want to see if I can hit. I think I got close to it, but I never hit it. Yeah, the thing with this... Okay, yeah. Stopping it there, but, like... The thing with vanilla Mega Man 6, a lot of the hacks don't have it, but, like, vanilla Mega Man 6, you can just... You can't, like, jump out of the slide immediately. It just, like, puts you in, like, a standstill. It just acts like you had, like, tapped the other direction in the other games. And that's kinda ass in casual play, but if you're, like... If you're speedrunning this game, it, like, makes it into, like, super sick movement that, like, none of the other Mega Man games have. And this is the one that I learned how to speedrun, so I'm, like, biased towards it. Okay, let me get, like, a password generator. So that I can just get to places to play my weapon. Because I don't feel like doing Flameman stage right now. Generate. The password for this is kind of funny looking. Okay. Yeah, it's good if it's really fun if it's like your main like Mega Man speed game. It's fun if you like treat it as like a self-contained thing. You can like do movement like that, and you can get hit. You can just get like moved by that. I would kind of like to see it like stick around if it was like a down plus jump. Yeah, I don't feel like opening the input display. Maybe I will once I'm trying to hit the strat. I realized I forgot it midway through the low hit attempts. And I just didn't feel like getting it up, which sucks because now I don't have an input display for Riley 6, but it's fine, I have an input display for all the other ones. It's just kind of unfortunate. It's just what happens when you, I don't know why it happens, but it's just what happens when you, press jump out of a slide in this game. Also, the way it interacts with ice in specific is really satisfying, like the movement it creates. Hold on, let me kill this guy. Like, you jump, and then you get, like, a slide afterwards, and then you can, like, tell me that isn't the sickest thing you've ever fucking seen. If you, like, completely forget how the other Mega Man games work for a second. Yeah, you have to, like, you have to, turn around, like, you have to cancel it with a turnaround and then jump for it to work in, like, in the other games. It feels like fighting game tech when you do it like that. Like, it feels like melee movement. Or, like, it feels more like, oh, fuck. It's cool until stuff like that happens. Okay, let me put the state. Yeah, you just, like, turn around because turning around just cancels the slide normally. Okay, let's state. I forgot I was only on, like, one life. Okay, let me rewatch the, Oh, I have doubled audio. Let me fix that. Or actually, I'll mute desktop and then keep Dystopia. Hi, how are you? W paper finishing. Okay, let me, like, look over the strat again. Slide through. I'm just curious if I can hit, like, the, fastest cycle. That would make sense. Also, I should put the save state, like, here. No, I shouldn't. That's a horrible save state position. Okay, that's not the fastest cycle, but... Okay, that's kind of close. I'm just like AIU and just kind of like screwing around in vanilla Mega Man 6, trying to hit a speedrun strat. Mine Core 6 to 1,000,000 pass. That might be the worst to do it. I'm just gonna take your word for it. Hideka, you fucking suck at whatever you did. By the way, I got 14 segment. Yeah, 14 segment. 14 segment. Grow up to 14 segment. Me. Thank you. I did a low hit run like right after, and Minecraft Volume 1. Oh, it's that. That's what that is. Flame Pillar is such a fun weapon. It's so simple, but it's just like... It just is a nuke for some reason. I don't know why it is. It's just the way in which it is. Oh, I didn't get my slide input. I'm probably gonna end after I hit this, honestly. Oh my god. I got it no stop. I think the game, like, if you're like mid-slide when you're about to get crushed like that, I know for the Nightman Crushers it lets you like slide under. I guess it works the same for that? Like if it detects that if you're gonna go up, it's gonna like crush you, they're like, that's just not how it should work, we're gonna like be lenient with you. I'm guessing. Okay, 2x attempt. I should get a sub 40 in this game. If it wasn't like if doing it on a single like one-off attempt didn't mean it would go until like fucking 1 AM, I would consider it. But that's just what's gonna happen, and I can't justify popping an attempt at 12:17 AM. So I think that's just gonna be the end of stream today. Really fun. It was nice to getting the 14 segment and getting the first low hit attempt are obviously very big, but it's also just nice like screwing around on Mega Man stuff for a little bit. Just like as an aside. Who do we raid? Options. Here's the lineup. Oh, Canada versus South Korea is on? Canada versus South. Canada versus South. Is that a fucking... Is Canada about to take South Korea to mouse point? I mean, I know South Korea's kind of washed this year, but like, holy. Okay, is anyone doing anything? A crossover collab, but I'm not like I'm kind of crossover collabed out due to factors. I might just raid Nins because it's Nins, and I don't think anyone else that I'm like genuinely friends with is the streaming right now? I mean, I can check. I can check. Any other one? Anything else that's... Yeah, milestones are just kind of screwing around. Okay. I think I'm just gonna raid Nins, Is that you? Good stream, very good stream. I kind of said good stream already. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. It was fun having you around, having everyone else. Big things start next session. That's when we're going for 2 segment of Why the Castle, and that's when we're getting like